Okay, hello everyone, K1's here, and today we're gonna talk about another super luxury fragrance from the house of MDCI. This time, the first fragrance of the house, Ambre Topkapi, or let's call it in easy way, Ambre Topkapi. This fragrance is made by Pierre Bourdon back in 2003, and the house began with Ambre Topkapi or Ambre Topkapi. And there's an interview on my blog linked here. I made it with Claude Marshall, the owner and the creative director of the house of MDCI. You can read about the creation of each fragrance and the creation of the brand and many restraints, frustrating issues about the making the sculpture caps, making the crystal bottles and each fragrance, and to know how MDCI is built. And it is one of the most respectable niche fragrance houses, or let's call it luxury fragrance houses. So let's begin with Ambre Topkapi, and let's begin with the name. Where does Ambre Topkapi comes from? Topkapi is a palace in Istanbul in Turkey, and it used to be the official palace of Ottoman Empire for several hundred years. It is now a big museum, a large museum actually. A vast area in Istanbul is occupied by this palace and Dolmabahce, another palace in late Ottoman Empire. So Ambre Topkapi definitely directs you to a kind of, let's say, slightly oriental ambience, but it is not an amber fragrance at all. Don't be missed. This is a type of different composition, totally classic composition. Classic, I mean not vintage, not oldie. I mean classic in terms of techniques of perfumery. So it means very, very precious type of composition. So let's begin with the notes. There are a lot of notes listed here, and I can't make it without reading it from my laptop. So notes are bergamot, lemon, pineapple, cinnamon, melon, lavender, cardamom, nutmeg, wormwood, basil, ginger, and caraway for top notes. And for the middle notes, note listed are jasmine, lily of the valley, or muguet in French, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and violet and thyme. And for a base note, raspberry, amber, sandalwood, rosewood, oak moss, vetiver, patchouli, black tea, musk, vanilla, and leather. As typical for Pierre Bourdon fragrances, Ambre Topkapi is a modern retro type of timeless classic with halfway aquatic or lavender and spices, which immediately recalls for masculine excellence with slightly barbershop inclination, but it's not an entirely barbershop fragrance. This is a totally different classification. So here we are with Ambre Topkapi. I actually have it on my wrist, sprayed it over 10 minutes ago or something on my wrist, and so the opening is a cocktail of effervescent spices, sparkling citruses, and let's say soapy herbs and lavender, and a halfway aquatic, a pineapple type of freshness, plus an earthiness, a soft earthiness that gives immediate impression of a masculine excellence. Excellence, I said, but it is actually, it is gentle. It is very gentle and very polite, polished, the scent, and very neat actually, but at the same time it's brutal, over masculine, manly man, and kind of macho type of fragrance that maybe the best way to display, to interpret this type of fragrance, this fragrance especially, is the various sculpture used on top of MDCI bottles, the masculine sculpture. It is, if I'm not mistaken, is a Roman emperor, I forgot his name, that was used to be famous for his ugly and over masculine face. So you have a very powerful opening with effervescent spices, citruses, aquatic, let's say, fruitiness, earthiness, and lot of herbs that stays in your memory. This opening registers in your memory. After that, you have a provocative layer of flowers like jasmine that gives birth to a lush, ambery and musky basement. So after the complex opening of a lot of spices and herbs and citruses, you have a provocative layer of flowers that gives birth to a lush and very sophisticated base with musk, leather, oak moss, and vanilla. This kind of dry down gives a very unique personality. Because of that, Ambre Topkapi is a kind of very, let's say, unique type of masculinity that is suitable for spring, summer, and winter. I don't suggest it for cold weather. Actually, I prefer to wear it in spring and autumn, especially with formal dress and kind of, let's say, outdoor, actually not indoor occasions. It's a formal fragrance, I think. It can be casual, but in a very gentle way, not in t-shirt and shorts and slippers. I mean, it's not a daily fragrance. It's a very unique fragrance. It's a very actually classic fragrance. So you have it on your special way, a special part of your toilet desk. So this fragrance is 75 milliliter, like all MDCI fragrances. It's in reddish whiskey-like color with tassels and a gemstone, like all MDCI fragrances. The performance. Longevity is over 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours on my skin. It's quite enough actually for such fragrance, and the sillage is let's say over average. It's quite enough. I mean, there's a projection and there's a tail of scent. The tail of scent is very strong in this perfume. Over compliments I received, I gained, I realized that it's a very strong perfume in terms of sillage. And this is a perfume you don't get any negative compliment over, and all I have is positive compliments in different occasions from different people. It's a very successful, actually, very successful type of masculine fragrance, very guaranteed type of masculine fragrance and top seller. And that's it. Stay tuned and thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for next videos and next perfumes. See you.